Hello. Wow. Okay. My name is Tiff. I wanted to start this video and kick off this YouTube channel. But first of all, let me tell you, okay, because I am like someone who fully believes in synchronicity, and let me tell you what is going on tonight. I'm supposed to be going out for dinner with my mum for her birthday. It's a belated thing. Don't even worry about it. But I have like a 15-month old. I was about to say 15-year-old, and I very much do not have a 15-year-old. I look good for someone who has a 15-year-old because I don't. So my 15-month-old went to sleep at 5:30. The sun went down at 6, and he usually goes to bed at like sunset. He's like a circadian rhythm baby. Makes sense. So I was kind of in this mindset of being like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Because if I get ready and he stays asleep the whole night, then I've just like put my makeup on to go to this party that I'm not even going to go to. So that kind of sucks. And then I was watching Ali Abdal. Yes, that's my dog, just randomly vomiting or having a coughing fit. So I was watching Ali Abdal, and he just like gave me the motivation to do it because I've been thinking about starting this YouTube channel for, oh my gosh, at least 2 years. And the procrastination, I used to have a podcast. It was a very real, raw, open, honest podcast where I would literally just come on here and word vomit without the video. And it really felt like it was time to graduate from that because I didn't particularly want to just word vomit. I wanted to word vomit things that were actually going to be useful to people. So I spent a lot of time getting on ChatGPT, really helping me like come together with some ideas about what it is that I wanted to talk about and, how I can use my story, which is a very interesting one, which I would love to share with you. Obviously in a different video because this video is about the why. So I'm really going to try hard to stay on track. But also, I've already lost what I'm talking about. Yeah, the why. I want to start this channel because I know what it feels like to have everything look perfect, but still kind of feel disconnected, numb, or unsure of who you really are. I am 35 years old, 34, in my 34-ish, 35th year, oh my gosh, 34th year of life. I'm a mum. I never thought I would have a loving partner, a baby who I'm freaking, crazy about, a house. I never thought I'd be living in Adelaide, South Australia, which is where I grew up. I traveled all around the world chasing a dream, a career, which I got to and realized that it wasn't actually the thing that made me really fulfilled. I've been the high achieving woman who was spiritually starving. I had grown up in a religion and I sort of pushed it away. I built a life from the outside in. I built and I got what I thought I wanted. And then when it all fell apart, I had to begin again. But this time, getting clear on like what's important for me on the inside, what's working on the inside, and then let that sort of like reflect outwards. So this space is my way of sharing everything I wish I had when I was in that place of not knowing how to come home to myself. But also it's like your free pass if you're listening or you're watching this and going like, shit, I don't actually know what to do. It's okay. No one really does, even me, I don't know what to do. I'm just doing it. And I'm literally like, I have the skills. I'm just on here. So yeah, if there's one thing I can motivate you to do with this like why story is just to like do the thing, whatever that thing is. Because if you ever go back to the Misadventurous podcast, it is available online. You can find it. It's a podcast, so it's not like a video thing. But really it was just like starting for the sake of starting, doing it for the sake of doing it. And I really needed to get back to the roots of that with this YouTube channel because I know I wanted to create on YouTube, to bring more content in the visual space. And I've come from this wellness industry. I've been hosting breathwork and incredible spiritual circles and bringing people together for the last 4 years in person. And it's just gotten to the point where like it's the in-person stuff is incredible, but I know I can do more. I know I can reach a bigger amount of people with this, with the online and the digital space. Like, it's a resource that is so underutilized, particularly by people who sit there and scroll and consume. So it was just my turn to create. That was it. It's time I created. So I'm doing it, and I'm doing it right now because too many of us are silently struggling with that overwhelm, with self-doubt, with emotional fatigue, and even the ones who look like they have it all together. Because when I was in the height of my career, I'm sure I looked like I had it all together too. But like, real grounded healing isn't happening in a one-off retreat or a single journal prompt. It happens in the quiet daily moments of integration, and it happens on the repeat, on the consistency, on the regular. Do you see what I'm getting here? Like, by me starting this YouTube channel and doing this on the regular, I am also healing myself in a way, but hoping to just, be that leader, that example for you, so that I can help you, but also I can help myself while doing it by stepping away from my ego and actually freaking doing this, hitting the record button and posting. Because I recorded one of these like 3 months ago. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it and it's going to be great. And then I just I'm still sitting on my computer. So yeah, but that was also very much like back to the podcast roots. This is still talking a lot about my own shit, but also there's a point here. And yeah, we're getting there. Okay. So the why. I spent the last 5 years living, breathing, and guiding others through transformations that I would love to bring to the wider population. It's time to bring these tools to more people. And the reason I know these tools exist is because I have been using them on myself before those 5 years. I've been doing it for myself, and then I was like, wow, this is actually cool. Maybe I should help other people do this. No one's talking enough about what happens after you go when you have a spiritual awakening, or you sit in a plant medicine retreat, or you go to a retreat, or you you have this fully immersive, crazy, incredible embodied experience, but then you come home and it's really easy to lose the glow. And I had this conversation with someone that she's like, I don't want to lose it. I'm like, honey, it's gonna go. This is the nature of our society, and we can't all just live away from our lives and the baggage and the routine and everything that we created for ourselves. The trick is to be able to bring parts of those crazy, amazing, spiritual, healing, growing, immersive experiences, retreat, things that we learned from that into our daily life. So yeah, that's kind of what this channel's about, sort of. It's not a performance of spirituality or perfectly lit healing videos, although you might find some, depending on how well I upskill. And I'm working on. There it is, baby's awake. Let's see how far I can get with this. So we're 8 minutes in. If I get 2 more minutes into crying and he's still crying, well, then I'm going to a party. I may come back, right? Anyway. This is raw, real transformation. Hence, there's a crying baby in the background. It's about rewiring your nervous system, reclaiming your truth, and remembering who you are with tools that actually work in your everyday life. I'm going to mix my story, sacred practice, breath work, wisdom, possibly from plant medicine, maybe not, nervous system healing, mothering, and the biggest thing of all, becoming. So what you can expect is some guided breathwork stuff, whether it's audio or visual. I like to live in the audio space because for me, when I'm doing breathwork, I tend to have my eyes closed. So what you see on the screen, and whenever I'm doing breathwork on other people's YouTube videos, my eyes are closed anyway. So the visual doesn't even matter. So if that's kind of your jam too, that's great. I'm going to be having chats with people, real chats with real people that are healing anxiety, trauma, self-doubt, all those sorts of things, who feel disconnected from themselves and actually talk about the things that they spend their time doing. And then the cool thing is, we're going to come back to them in a few years and have a chat about what they spent their time in that time, between when we first catch up and that new catch up, and what's changed for them Possibly going to be talking about some microdosing, plant medicine, integration wisdom, personal stuff from me, vlogs, healing while parenting, creating aligned business, or, me just having a day. I'll try and keep it like, there's a message there, but we'll see. Behind the scenes of what it really takes to live in alignment, rituals, vision practices, boundary setting tools that you can use, deep conversations. This is what it's all about. People, you kind of, people ask you like, what are those things that you love to do when you're in high school and stuff? I'm like, I just love talking deeply and having deep conversations and getting people to like share, because when I fully believe that when I'm being vulnerable and when, that like vulnerability is our superpower. So when I can be vulnerable with you and almost give you that free pass to be vulnerable back with me, it's like, cool, we're in the deep. Yes, let's keep going. So yeah, this is for you. If you enjoy deep conversations and you feel like you should be happy, but something's kind of feeling off. So if you found this video, you are not alone, my love. I have been there. For the ones navigating any sort of separation, any sort of toxic situation, burnout, loneliness, that crazy thing that's desire, but you don't know what to do about it. You found yourself scrolling on social media and you're like, why do I feel like shit right now? If your life isn't the way that you want it to be, or something's kind of missing, like you have the dream job or you have the girl or guy or you have the situation, but like your life isn't feeling fulfilled, I got you. Hit subscribe, because this is what I aim to do with this channel. Basically, if you crave deep emotional connection, but you don't really have an idea where to start right here, please. For the sensitive, spiritual, curious people who are ready to stop self-abandoning and start trusting themselves again. So if you're looking for a space to feel seen, supported, and empowered, well, this is what I am building for you. So yeah. And if you're already feeling something in your body, and if you're already feeling that something in your body is saying yes, I honestly can't wait to just see where we go from here. Okay, it's been like two longer minutes than I said I was going to be with the screaming crying baby. So I'm going to go now, but I love you. Thank you so much for watching.